Hello and welcome to Antics. Now, you must be watching this video because you're in receipt of one of our Colonies for Schools 2025 campaign colonies. What's happened is, as a part of Antics, we have a not-for-profit arm, which is where most of our money goes. We fund a not-for-profit called the Antics Foundation, and we use this money to work with conservation schemes, create our own reintroduction of wood ants throughout Wales and England, and of course we provide colonies to schools just like yours, completely free of charge. All of the colonies we send out are given in good cause from people who have donated money and from our annual AntCon, which is where we get over 300 ant geeks together to talk about ants. Now, what I would like to do is I'd like to go through with you what you're going to get in your colony and just cover some really simple care with you. We make for you a little ant life cycle. So it comes in two parts, the items are separate. We've already screwed this together for you, we've laser engraved and cut it, and it's a fun way for your children to see egg, larvae, pupae, ant. Nice and simple, and it stays on the side. The next thing you're going to notice is you get a few goodies with your kit. So in your kit you're going to get a loop. If you're lucky, you get a very nice engraved Antics Foundation loop, but you'll also get a magnifying glass, which is easier for the children to use. You get a bottle of sugar snaps, which is what we make in-house to feed our very own colonies. You also get a bottle of oil-based barrier. This is called Slippy Feet, and when you put it around the inside of the lid, it prevents the ants from escaping every time you try and feed them. You also get some soft grip tweezers. These tweezers are really important because you can pinch the ants with them and it will not hurt them. You can feel that on your finger. You can also use it for inserting and removing food or bowls or anything else that they will grip. And finally, you're going to get a tube of mealworms. Now, don't be alarmed, these mealworms are alive, but when you receive them, please pop them straight into a freezer. Here you have around 2 months of food for your colony, and once frozen they can be broken down into segments very easily, and why that's important I'll explain to you shortly. Now, with some assembly required, you are going to need to build your very own epopeth. Our epopeth is the fundamental go-to starter kit nest that we sell. And it's very, very good at what it does because it uses simple test tubes. In the wild, the queen ant will dig a hole in the soil, and that hole is no greater than the width of a test tube, so it makes a perfect founding environment. Here is an ant colony. From the distance you're looking at right now, we will get a zoom in of them so that you can see that we have a queen, we have some workers, and we also have plenty of brood. This colony is lovely because the first workers are about half the size the main workers are going to get to. The queen doesn't consume food during her founding, and instead she uses the muscles from the flight, from the wings that she ripped off, and she also uses stored fat to produce the first set of nanitics. These nanitics are baby workers, in effect. They don't live as long, but they grow twice as fast, and these are the ones that are going to look after the queen and get the first food back to the colony, so regular sized workers can be born. It's really simple. Once you've built your popeth, inside you place your drinker tower, and you've got a little food bowl as well. So you can place those items inside, and then it's time to attach your colony. Make sure only one of these is actually a tube connector and the other two are blanks. We can then remove the cotton, and quite simply you connect the test tube just like that. And there you have it. You have your very own ant colony. The things that are very important to remember is that, like anything alive, they do need feeding and they will need some love. And over time they're going to grow. So use your food bowl to provide them with mealworms. Initially offer 2 or 3 segments of a mealworm per feed, ideally daily, and if those mealworms are hollowed out and empty, then you know you can add a little bit more the next time. If there's still mealworm left inside the shell, you know you're about right, or you can reduce it. But I would do that daily for maximum growth. Inside here, you mix sugar slaps. You only need to add roughly 1/2 ml of sugar slaps to a full container of water. So don't go crazy with it. Just a few drops, maybe 10 or 15 drops in this whole bottle is enough to sustain the workers with sugars. And we give you spare test tubes and test tube adapters. So if the colony outgrows its current test tube, the water changes colour, or they need extra space, you can make up these tubes, remove this blanking plate here, and slot in the new connectors. We can have a total of 3 test tubes on here, which will see you through to about 400 workers. So by the time you get to 400 workers, we'd have already been in contact with you about upgrading your setup. Upgrades with the EPOP-Eth are very simple because we have a V2 connection port which links this system in with the rest of our network. And of course, all upgrades to colonies and to their nesting is at no cost to you. So, thank you very much for having a look through your colony. We are here to go through any emails or questions you may have. You can call us or message us anytime. And if you need any extra supplies like sugars and proteins, just let us know and we can send that over to you. It is all a part of the package that we are offering you. In time, more things will come. Your first booklet about how your colony should have settled in and what's happening in the wild will be with you in approximately 8 weeks. From then, we'll have quarterly updates and we'll talk about what's happening in the wild, and we have some books in construction now being illustrated for both comp and primary schools. So thank you for joining us at the beginning of 2025. Already this is developing far further than we thought it would when we rolled it out in 2024, and we're seeing more schools apply for the education of their children this year. I'd like to thank you for participating, and if there's anything else we can do to help, please do let us know. Thanks again. Happy ant keeping.